Officials from the Registrar General's Department garnering feedback from stakeholders during a consultative meeting on Monday night about the proposed intellectual properties draft management legislation. The legislation seeks to introduce some new features, and the intent of the meeting is to ensure that the department remains in compliance with international standards and obligations. Acting Registrar General Deidre Maycock talked about the importance of this piece of legislation.
But we felt we wanted a fresh eye on reviewing the legislation, so we sent it out to our government agencies to see if we can make sure that at the end of the day the regulations are in accordance with the legislation, make sure that there's nothing missing in the regulations, make sure that every eventuality is covered. You know, at the end of the day we may end up amending, but we're trying to see how best we can go ahead with ensuring that if there are any amendments, they're very minimal, if at all.
Guest speaker, partner, and certified specialist in intellectual property law, May Chang, gave those in attendance a taste of what intellectual properties legislation will do for the Bahamas.
The expression of original ideas. So if you have talented young people on the island who are writing songs, creating music, you have people developing products and services and developing a reputation in those products and services, coming up with original designs for eyeglasses, which is something, for instance, that could be protected by industrial design, coming up with jingles, and also inventing important creations for the future, including software, including all sorts of things. The whole suite of this intellectual property legislation is intended to bring the Bahamas up to the modern day and allow you to protect all of those things so that you can develop in the Bahamas your own intellectual property. And I would like to say at the outset that the Bahamas has already been compliant with many of its obligations under what we call TRIPS and the EPA. So